Welcome everyone to a new video. Today I'd like to show you my DAO portfolio. We actually had to change the thumbnail a few times because of the volatility in price. But as of right now, they generate around $500 per day. However, there are a few things that you have to know when looking at this number. In this video, I want to cover quite a bit. I am going to show you the DAOs I've invested in, the risk that comes with it, a little trick that you can use to find a good entry point. And at the end, I'd like to show you my results and an interesting calculation that is crucial when you invest in DAOs. First up we have Invictus. This project is running on Solana, and in the last weeks, the APY stayed near 30,000%. Klima is the project that lost most in value since I've started to invest. I actually bought more at the 200 level to dollar cost average my position. I love what they are doing and hopefully, the price will catch up soon. The APY is also around 30,000%, but instead of running on Solana, Klima is running on Polygon. Next up we got the one who started it all. Olympus runs on the Ethereum network and currently, the APY is at 4,500%. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who wants to invest less than $5,000. The fees are simply too high, and if you want to stake your tokens, it ends up costing you $50. So keep that in mind. My personal favorite is Time Wonderland. That's because it has the highest APY and the best liquidity. More on that later. The APY is at 64,000% at the moment and it runs on Avalanche. When we talk about risk, DAOs are probably the riskiest investment that you can find. Some of them lose 95% in value within a few weeks. But on the other hand, given the high returns even in a sideways moving market, you make a lot of money. And if the market goes up, you are absolutely crushing it. However, it really comes down to what direction the market is trending. If you time it wrong, you lose a lot of equity even though you accumulate many tokens. What really helps you is the time frame in which you stay in the project. Price becomes a little less important. You will see this later in the video when we do the calculation. What's also really important when you look at these DAOs is the 24-hour trading volume. Time Wonderland and Olympus have a fantastic trading volume of 50 million. It's important because whales can impact the price so much. The other day I saw one guy selling $1 million worth of time, and the price dropped only by $10. If you would do that on Invictus right now, you would probably kill the project. With 4 million in trading volume, Klima is not looking great either. With most DAOs you have the initial hype phase and all the charts look very similar. They go up in the beginning but after a while come down much further. When you bought at the top, it's going to take you a long time to get your equity back even with the rebases. That's where you can learn from my mistakes. Invictus, Klima, and Olympus I bought at the wrong time. Let me show you a simple way of finding a good entry point. You can go to Dex Screener or TradingView, and in this example, I picked Time Wonderland on the 4-hour chart. All we want to do is to find out in what direction the market is trending. Therefore we draw a simple trend line, and as you can see the market is trending downwards. That means as long as we don't break this line we are not getting in. Sometimes that means that all we do is wait. After we broke the trend line the market went up, giving us a new trend line. And as long as we trade above we can enter the market. After roughly 1 week we again broke the uptrend and now going downwards. Until the market changed directions. Right now, as long as we stay above this line, chances are high that we continue an uptrend, but as soon as we break this line it changes. Then we will see a new downtrend and you simply have to wait. To recap, identify the market direction before you invest, and don't invest when the market is trending downwards. Another thing you have to keep an eye on is what Bitcoin is doing. There are so many charts that predict the future price of Bitcoin. This is the stock to flow ratio, and it has predicted the price pretty accurately in the past. Sometimes Bitcoin trades above, sometimes below the predicted price. At the moment it is trading below, and in my opinion, Bitcoin can go higher from here. That's key because on the flip side, let's say Bitcoin is crashing. There is just no way the DAOs are going to survive that. So always keep an eye on Bitcoin. Okay, let's find out how much money I've burned so far. I started with $3,000 on Invictus. It was the first DAO I invested in. After 1 month my tokens are worth $2,200 including the rebases. And my daily cash flow is $40. Things are looking worse on Klima. My initial investment of $6,000 got cut in half. But it looks like we found the bottom at the $200 level. At the moment I earn $50 per day in cash flow. Olympus also hasn't been too kind to me. I started with $5,000 around a month ago. Now it's only worth $2,500, but I have to blame myself because I picked a bad entry point. With the current price, I'm only earning $30 in cash flow. The only one that went well so far, and thank God it's my biggest investment, is Time Wonderland. At the end of December I put in $15K and it grew almost into $20K. And the cash flow is absolutely amazing. With the current price, it pays out $390 in staking rewards. But does this mean you should invest? I mean, on the first 3 DAOs you saw my equity vanish. So you have to be okay with that kind of risk. Let's get to the calculation I mentioned earlier. It really shows that you reduce risk the longer you stake. I usually don't like profit calculators, but in this case, it's interesting to see how fast your tokens can grow. We start with 1 time and the current price is $3,500. After 1 month we got 1.7 time. After 2 months it's 2.9, and after 3 months we have 4.9 time. That's what's so great about auto compounding. What does this mean when the price falls a lot? Let's say the price falls by half. If we stake 1 month we are slightly down, but after 60 days we are back in the green. After 3 months we would have made a profit of over $5,000 even with a 50% price drop. Let's see how far the price can go down for us to break even when we stake time for 3 months. It can actually go down to $750. But I think most people can't hold it long enough if we see a price crash like this. You have to decide for yourself if you want to take on the risk. Try to get your principal back quickly and don't get too greedy. That's all for today. Let me know your thoughts on DAOs in general. Please hit the like button and thanks for watching.